everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Don't quit.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 72 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This is Isaiah Crowell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
Flushed out right. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kessler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
So they will go for it. Now Kessler. He finds Coleman. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st down, Kessler. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down throw for Kessler. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, check. Over. Leopard.
Kessler will throw again. He's got time. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Kessler escaping the pressure right, and down he'll go at the 25. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. Here's Bernard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
All right, here we go. 3, 9,
On 2nd down, Kessler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
3rd and long, it's Kessler. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. For Pryor, strong first season as a starter continues. 5 catches, 97 more yards. And we said it last week. He's really the lone bright spot for Cleveland, isn't he?
He is, and I can't wait to watch him continue to develop. This is his first full season as a wide receiver. But the big part is mentally, he thinks like a wide receiver now. For the longest time, he resisted this, wanted to be a quarterback. With his size, frame, speed, athleticism, he's going to be one of the top receivers in the league if he continues on this track.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
Kessler will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Time to step aside. More from Cleveland after this.
Single. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, here's Kessler. Screen play, Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 30 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, and now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Second down, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Kessler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And, my friend, let's switch to weather talk for a second, because the seasons, they are changing a little bit. We saw a lot of cold weather games in Week 11, didn't we?
That we did. I'm surprised you're not strumming a guitar right now while you're talking to me. But let's face it, if you're a kicker, if you're a punter, a lot of quarterbacks say the same thing. Please let these games be in domes this time of year, and especially going down the stretch, because
and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. After the interception, here's Kessler. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Kessler now on third down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So they will go for it. Now Kessler. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Kessler. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They send Green to the left on his own.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Kessler, eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and it's 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On 3rd down, Kessler. And that will be incomplete as well.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, 1st down, here's Kessler. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Rex Burkhead, 92 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
2nd and 10 now. Kessler once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
3rd and long. It's Kessler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. A great read and
All right, man.